Jai Shri Ram. Text completion. Let's look at the words below. Magnanimous, very liberal, generous, large hearted, charitable, willing to pardon even the enemy. Perspicacious, keen minded, quickly grasping, astute, possessing acumen, penetrating, kind of, mind which can quickly judge, vehement, very strong, with strong feelings, vehement protest with a strong feeling. Reticent is reserved. Intractable, difficult to control, difficult to manage. The opposite is amenable. Intractable is synonymous with refractory, recalcitrant, intransigent, difficult to control or process. So the opposite is amenable, which means easy to manage and control. Who would have expected that such dash young soul as Arthur, his observations mute, his manner perpetually self-effacing. Self-effacing. Efface means to wipe out. Self-effacing means very humble. A person who doesn't praise himself, and he is full of humility. Humble. Hmm? So, the opposite of self effacing would be arrogant, proud, hubris, Hubris, hubristic. This man perpetually, continuously, always might have fought so readily against the whims of his superior. Whims or caprice means sudden change of mind or extremely weird and fanciful ideas. So we got to read it again. Who would have expected that such a dash young soul as Arthur, his observations mute, his manner perpetually self effacing, might have fought so readily against the whims of his superiors? Yes, you can pause and try answering it. Please pause. Pause now. The answer has to be reticent because his observations are mute. So there was a temptation to go for magnanimous, but nothing in the sentence is supporting magnanimity here. The others, of course, don't make any sense. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's look at the words below. For the second blank, oblivious to, unaware of, incommensurate with, not equal. Commensurate means equal, equal in size, weight, value, whatever. Tantamount. Okay, if we fight a war and win it with hydrogen bombs, what history will remember is not the ideals we were fighting for, but the dash we used to accomplish them. Which will be dash the warfare of Genghis Khan, some people are pronouncing, who ruthlessly killed every last inhabitant of Persia. So, please pause please. This is fairly simple because the words don't match at all except the answer pair. So the answer has to be methods and compared to. Methods and compared to. Okay. Let's go for the next one. Let's look at the words below. Reticence, reserved. Disregard is no regard. Craven, cowardly, pirikitanam. Pusillanimous, Pusill, pusillanimous, Pusillanimous. Pavid, Pavid, cowardly, pirikitanam. Bhayapaddam, quailing, Quail. Quail means to be fearful, full of trepidation, Trepidition, trepidation. Resourceful, very clever, able to use existing resources in a very clever way, ingenious. Intrepid, daring. A dash for peril, peril means risk, is a virtual prerequisite. Requisite means essential requirement for any adventurer. Foolhardy. Foolhardy means reckless bravery or the bravery shown by a fool. Actually, the word hardy has two meanings. Tough, hardy means brave. But foolhardy is reckless bravery, sort of. Foolhardy enough to attempt Kilimanjaro. Those of dash disposition. Disposition means temperament, habitual mood. What is the mood you are mostly in? Those of dash disposition are well advised, given the recent tragedy, to avoid the endeavor. Please pause. Please pause. The answer has to be a disregard for peril. That means they don't care about any risk at all. And therefore, the second blank should be intrepid. If you are very daring, you better stay at home. Your daring can harm you. Anyway, so the next one. Loutish. Lout means a fellow who is uncivilized, Oaf, boor, churl, hillbilly, Hillbilly, very uncultured, Philistine, unsophisticated, lout. Courtly. Courtly means very polite in a very formal way, like it used to be in the courts of kings. And even today, formal kind of when dealing with diplomats and all that. There's a lot of formality, formal kind of hospitality, protocol, and all that. Enchanting, captivating. Churlish means very rude. Placid means calm. Polemical means controversial. Polemical writings or statements will lead to fights. Controversial. Although Dash fellow in the public eye, Maxwell has a proclivity tendency toward expressions of Dash inner nature that escape the eyes of even his most critical biographers. Please pause. The answer has to be enchanting and placid. The others don't fit. Jai Shri Ram.